I'm Dr. Lizzie Burns. I've been making some special resources to try to encourage you to learn about our amazing body and also how vaccines work and viruses, and obviously vaccines to protect us. So this next activity is to make your very own origami antibody. Now, I've done a separate video to show you how to fold this up because that's a whole thing in itself. But I want you to meet two immunologists that we have here who are going to answer questions. This is the kind of thing that they study, antibodies. So I just wanted to ask them a little bit about this and also about how a vaccine works as well. So fold this up. So maybe you might want to add some color to your little bits of your origami antibody as well. So first of all, what is this antibody? What does an antibody do in your body?
So antibody is proteins that are produced by our immune system, and their main role is to recognize a specific part of the virus. So in this scenario, talking about the vaccine, the scenario will be the crown part of the coronavirus.
Those spikes.
So the spikes, yes. So these antibodies will recognize the spikes and then bind and make the virus. So when our body is infected with a virus, it will neutralize it. So it will stick to this virus to make sure so that the virus can't infect the other cells. And
so it stops the spikes working so well, does it?
Yeah. Well, it basically makes the virus helpless.
That's exactly where we want it to be, isn't it? Stop it working.
And what it also does is it makes the virus more visible to our immune system so that the other immune cells can help to destroy it.
Fantastic. So it's a bit like a kind of a flag, like I'm here. Yeah, we need to deal with
the
it.
Virus is there. Virus is here.
Yeah. So I think of the antibody. It's got like a little body, and then it's got the arms, which would stick to the virus.
That's right.
And in this case, you've got a sheet where you've been able to fold up your antibody, but there's a second sheet which shows, I think it's rather beautiful, shows the end of one of the spikes from the protein, from the virus. It's a perfect triangle. I just think that's so lovely. Beauty in nature. You would never think it'd be pretty, but you can fold this up to make a little spike. So this wouldn't make a whole virus, it's just a little tiny end spike. And then this is like your vaccine, that the vaccine is just a little bit of a spike, not the whole virus. Is that right? Does that make
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what the vaccine about, is to actually get this spike. I always say the spike like the uniform of the virus. So imagine the hat of the virus would be in the circulation. So the antibody and the immune system recognize the hat, produce these antibodies, which is a spike protein. Then the next time when the actual virus come in, the immune system is ready to actually fight against this spike protein.
Brilliant. And it would just fight to get rid of this virus quickly.
Yes.
So a little bit like the real antibody, that your antibodies at the ends of the arms have a little groove, a little dip, and that would recognize and stick onto the virus protein, onto the spike that we think of. So here I've made a little bit of a spike and I can actually sort of stick it in there as well, which is like the real thing. So is that really what the vaccine is? It's just sticking into the antibody. I can't get it to balance now. There we go.
Well, let me say, Lizzie, you've got antibody and T cell as well. Remember the T cell. Don't forget the T cell, but the antibody are the most important one to prevent the virus from spreading in the body and actually infecting other cells. So while the virus going around, the antibodies come out and stick to the spike protein. A couple of antibodies, as you know, the virus is a bit big. Antibodies, there's a lot of them around. And then those antibodies will flag for the immune system to come and destroy the virus before it goes to another cell.
Brilliant. So make a little bit of a spike protein, that's like your vaccine, and then get these antibodies in your T cells and your body is ready to fight, and hopefully you wouldn't even know that you're unwell.
Yes.
And hopefully a lot less likely to pass it on as well.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Thank you.